Good day, sir. I'm Julie May Perez of BSI TTM1E. Today, I'm going to answer the question which one is a better market for tourism industry, the leisure or the business tourist. So actually, I've been dwelling with that question for 2 consecutive days na and a half because I'm really confused with my answer. So let us first define the business tourists. Business tourists are those people or tourists that travel because of work. They are traveling while working. So the main purpose of business tourists when they are going into a certain destination is of course to attend meetings, conferences, exhibits, and to close a deal, or it could be a representative of their own company. Leisure tourists, on the other hand, are those tourists who travel or go to a certain place because they want to experience something, or they want to have a break, they want to relax, they want to reduce the stresses that they have been experiencing. I don't know where will I base my decision, because in business tourism, it is characterized as having what do you call this, a small population of tourists compared with the leisure tourists. So kokonti ang nasa business tourism or mga business tourists than the leisure tourists, and it was supported by many articles that I have read. But business tourists, kahit mas kakaunti sila, they contribute more money, they give more money. And the leisure tourists, on the other hand, madami sila, but hindi ganoon kalaki yung nako-contribute nila individually. That's why they are also after the packages and the promos. I asked myself, where will I base my decision? Doon ba sa kokonting population but they give more money, or those who belong in a large population but don't give much money as much as the business tourists? So I tried to put myself into the shoes of a tourism business owner. So if I have this resort or if I have this hotel, which of the tourists will I target? So my answer is, I can target both. If I can provide both the needs and the wants of the two tourists, bakit hindi ko sila tatargetin pareho? As a tourism business owner, the better target for me is depending upon the location of my business. So if you are in a rural area, it is not a good idea to target business tourists. Why? Because one of the necessities of the business tourist is the connection. They spend most of their day in working. And kapag nasa rural area ka, nandun ka sa isang parang isolate or malayo sa city, it is very hard for them to get the connection. And also the conferences, yung mga resources na needed for a meeting or for an exhibit, is only available in the urban areas, sa mga cities or sa mga industrialized places. That's why it became more confusing to me which one is the better, because I think it still depends upon the situation. So in a general perspective, I try to weigh between the two options, the business and the leisure tourists. So which one is better? And I have decided that para sa akin, as I read the different leisure tourists is a better market than the business tourists. So in my decision, I sided with the leisure tourists doon sa option na mas madami kahit hindi sobrang laki, kaysa dun sa kokonti pero malaki yung kino-contribute. Activities of the leisure tourists are unlimited. They have lots of opportunities. They can discover different things. So, ano yung piniplay niyang role sa market industry? So, mas madami silang madi-discover, mas madami silang mabebenta, mas matagal yung span ng time kung saan pwede silang magstay doon sa destination. Although meron silang packages and promos, they could extend because they have their time. They are the ones who hold their time. They are the ones who hold their own money. They spend their own money. On the other hand, business tourists, the employers or the company handle their agendas, are the ones who set up the time, the place, and they are also mostly they are also the ones who spend the money for the business tourists. They are not after the things that they can do in that destination. They cannot even enjoy unless the task that was assigned to them will be finished earlier than expected. You cannot invite them just because you have the beauty or your attraction as the beauty, but meron silang kailangan doon. Unlike the leisure tourists that you can easily invite or you can easily market, everyone can be a leisure tourist. So if everyone can be a leisure tourist, meaning there is a large probability that you'll be dealing with a lot of people as well. Mas kikita ka doon, mas madami kang makukuha doon, and mas lalago yung tourism industry, especially kapag nakilala. They only need the money and the time. Kaya mas madali silang i-market at mas madali kang kumita sa kanila, mas madali mo silang makukuha. And for the business kasi, it's seasonal. Of course, the business tourists are in the right age. I think nasa 18 pataas or those who are already professionals. Syempre, based on the experiences, matatanda na. So, in a leisure tourist, you can have everyone. Everyone could be a leisure tourist. Kasi kahit naman isang taong gulang na bata pa lang yan, he is still considered a leisure tourist as long as kasama siya ng kanyang mga magulang. We are going to put it in a context, business tourists are bihira rather than the leisure tourists. So what I'm going to show you in the next few seconds is a real deal breaker for me. It's because I found this evidence in a certain site, I think blog.clow, something like that. So this picture shows the contribution of travel and tourism to the global economy by type of spending in year 2017. Correct me if I have the wrong understanding. Mas madami ang sa leisure, which is $4.23 trillion compared sa business spending, which is $1.23 trillion. So this is the end of my video. I know I am a bit confusing because I can really decide which one is better, and I do hope I made myself clear, thankful because of your logical questions na sobrang nakakapag-pa-improve po ng critical thinking ko. Thank you!